Okay, we're back. Let's see what we can do in this second video. I think in the second video, what I will do is going back to that first unit. We created that Essential Unit 1 tab. I'll go ahead and show you how I would go about creating a unit. Um, it's going to be ad hoc because I don't have a lot of the items prepared for this particular unit, but the point will be made, and then you'll be able to do this for whatever you're going to put on your Moodle page. So I said one of the things that I like to begin with in an essential unit is to have some type of image or picture that's representative of the unit. So you saw my unit is called the Enlightenment and Revolutions. Uh, so I'm going to create a label again, just like I did with that video above. And this time I don't want my label to be a video. I want my label to be an image. I'm going to click this button here because it's going to open this menu a little bit wider. I want to make sure that my image is centered, so I'll click on that button there, and then I'm going to hit this mountain range again to get the image that I want, and I'm going to look for uh, the image that I want to upload here. So I'm going to click on Choose File. I happened to go to Google ahead of time and I found a famous painting. I'm sure many of you will recognize it. I gotta find it first where it is on my. Um, is it that? I think it is. Yeah, I have to find it first. So, um, and I'll save it as, and I'll click, scroll down here and click Upload File. And the size is going to pop up. So that's fairly big, 800 by 500. Um, so this painting, again by Delacroix, maybe some of you recognize it, representative of the 1830 uprising in Paris. So I thought that was very appropriate um, for this unit. I think I might change that to make it a little bit smaller. But again, this is trial and error. So let's click Save Image and see what pops up there. And yeah, I'm not liking that. So there we go. We have the image. Now it's representative of the unit. The next thing that I like to do, I'm going to create a few more labels. Um, and I will show you what so I'm going to click another label. The next thing I like to do is have the unit statement on the page. So I'm going to write in, actually, I'm going to go back to that curriculum file. Oh, I don't have yeah, I'm going to write in unit statement and I'll go to that curriculum file later. And so I'm just going to write like that was the unit statement. I'm going to put that in. I want to make it bold. I think I might have this make this a little bit larger also so it really stands out in there. And we used to have some colors to choose from, but I don't see them there. I'll have to talk with the programmer to enable some colors so we can make these labels more appealing. So I'm going to click Save and Return to Course. And if I scroll down, so there's my unit statement. And then the next label I'm going to add, I always like to have a set of resources for the unit. So I'm going to call this label Resources. And I'm going to bold it, make it a little bit bigger, and save and return. You're going to see that a lot of these functions are just kind of muscle memory because you'll start making so many of these different types of resources or activities that it just becomes um, easier over time. So I'm going to have resources there. And you know what? For my underneath my unit statement, I can add my unit outcomes. So I can add the TSWs here. I'm going to upload a file because those TSWs are always in the form of a file. So I'm going to click here on file. And I'll just call it what it is, unit outcomes. Okay. And then I do have to populate this field right here. So I generally like just copy paste what I wrote as the title. Sometimes I elaborate here, depending on what it is. I'll leave that kind of up to you to decide. Um, so here are, this is the course outcome, not the unit outcome, but I'm just going to save them to my desktop and remind you that one of the great features here is that we can drag and drop files. So there's that file on my desktop, and I'm going to just, so if you see that, I just grab it with my mouse and I just drag it over there, and it's going to upload there. Okay. And I'm going to save and return, and then scroll down. And there it is. Now take a look at this little conundrum. I have resources here and the unit outcomes under the resources, but I want them under the unit statement. So you see this icon right here. It's going to let me, when I hover my mouse over it, it's going to let me drag it to where I want to put it. So you can see it pop from under unit resources up to here under unit statement. And then for resources, let's say I want to create a page because I have lots of enrichment videos, lots of videos that they can watch about revolutions. So I'm going to create a page this time. And I'm going to call this page, for lack of a better term, I'm going to call this page Enrichment Videos. Okay. And I'm going to copy that and paste it in here. And again, I just like to center that. Maybe I'm going to bold it. Okay. And then this is just the description part. The page content is down here in this section. And I'm going to create a bunch of placeholders. So I might have a few videos. I'm just going to create those placeholders ahead of time right now. And then I'm going to go to YouTube because I know that there's a great history series. It's called Crash Course. And I'm going to type in American Revolution because that happens to be one of the revolutions that the students will study. And there's the video, so I'm going to click on the video. And we're going to stop John Green from talking. I'm going to grab that link. Okay, so I'm just copy pasting it, and I'm going back to the Moodle page. And then I'm going to, on one of the video, I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to click on that chain. I think we already did this. I'm going to drop the link there, and then I'm going to create link. Then I'm going to go back and get another video, but I'm just going to use the same link 3 times just for the sake of showing you. But I would want to do different videos. So I know he has a video on the French Revolution. I'll throw that there. He has a video on the Haitian Revolution. Let's say this were the link for that. I'm going to throw that there. And then I'm done adding my videos, but I could put 10 more really if I wanted to. And I'm going to scroll down and hit save and return. And then I'll show you what pops up on that page. So there's our enrichment videos. So if I click there, then there are the videos and the students can watch them. You could assign them for homework, you know, and they're available to them on that page. I often too put textbook files, so I'm going to add an activity or resource. I have a lot of my textbook chapters on PDFs, so I will add a file. And it so happens to be chapter 17 called Revolutions. Okay. And again, I have to copy that and put that there. And I'm going to find that chapter. Let's see. Um, Here, I'm just kind of cheating. I'm going to throw any old thing up there. And just so you see, I can drag and drop it. Hopefully I'm not putting too big a file there. It'll take a little while to upload. Okay, so there it is. It finally attached, and I'm going to hit save and return. And then that file is there. So those are some of the resources. Now I'm going to create another label because one of the things that I like to do for my essential units is to distinguish between weeks. So I'm going to say week 1, and it's going to be August 27th through September. Let's see, well, what's next? Friday, 1st, 3rd, I think 5th. Okay. And I'm going to bold that. If I'm wrong about the date, I'll go back and change it later. And then I'm going to hit save and return. So there's my week 1 label. Then I want to show you something else really cool. Like let's say I can duplicate this. So see this right here? I can duplicate this. And of course you're going to say, well, you don't want your next label to say week 1, but what I can do really quickly is I can just go in and change it to week 2, and then I think it is September 7th to the 11th, and then save and return. So now I have a couple week labels here, and then I'm going to add an activity, add another activity. So let's add an assignment. Let's say the name of my assignment was a web quest for the American Revolution. Okay. And you're going to see how terrible I am at typing. I'm going to put that in there. Now I got to build my assignment here. Okay, I like to make it look nice, so I'm going to bold that. And then I might find a picture, put a picture in here of the American Revolution. I'm just going to pick any old picture that I have in here right now. Yeah, I'll do that. Um, it doesn't matter what it is. I'll find pictures later and I'll put the more appropriate picture in there. But for now, I'm just going to kind of put that. It's huge. I'm going to change the size um, and put a description and click Save Image. So there's my picture of the American Revolution. And then this is where I can begin to give directions. Step number 1, open a Word document and entitle it ... whatever you want. 2, visit the website on the link here. And then I can highlight here, right there, and I can hit that chain, and I can put a web link in there. Oops, nope, I don't want to put there. I gotta, let me just go grab a link right here, okay, and get back over there. I can put that there and create link, so it's going to take them right to there. Number 3, identify